I started my entrepreneurial journey in e-commerce in 2016. I started buying my first Bitcoin, $588, 2015, but it was, tinkling and playing around. But my entrepreneurial swing and actually becoming a proper entrepreneur, 2018.
Where does this hunger and huge fire in the belly come from?
When you're broke, brother, you have nothing to lose, dude. I don't want to live a life of regrets. Like I said, I was talking with Meow, and I said, dude, imagine being on your deathbed and cool, everybody thinks that you're successful. Cool. Everybody thinks that you have a lot of money, but you yourself, you look at yourself and you're like, oh, I could have done more. Or, I didn't go for it. Dude, I just don't want to deal with that shit. I don't want to be in a situation where I regret the fact that I gave up the gift of life to settle for mediocrity or to settle for less. And money, like we talked about, gives you access to opportunities. So talking about Switzerland, for example, if I didn't have money, I wouldn't be able to visit Zermatt. I wouldn't be able to visit Geneva. I wouldn't be able to visit these incredible, beautiful places. So I want to experience life. And in order to experience the fullness of life, I just have to work a lot harder than the average individual in order to experience more things.
Absolutely. And the I don't want to have regrets. I mean, one of the key things that we're all looking for in our life, right? But when you're a high achiever since early 20s, you're like, okay, how do I get happy, truly happy? And in the beginning, we kind of like mistakenly think that it's the money or the businesses or the girls or all this shit, right? But then you realize, and I think it was Andrew Tate who was saying that, which I don't agree with a lot of what he says, but he also talks a lot of truth, right? And one of these things was something like, when you work really hard on something, it's not about the result. It's knowing that you're giving your best.
Yes.
Will make you happy, right? And will make you have no regret. And it's much less about the actual result of like, was I successful? Rather than just, I gave my best, right? And if I give my best and I'm in the hustle, and actually you see it, right? When you build businesses, the best moments are when you're struggling.
Yes.
And you're having these goals. And when you kind of like reach these big milestones, could be first million or first 10 million or another kind of business goal, right? You realize, fuck, that's it. Like that's not like the thing that really makes you happy. So
I think people have like short-term goals. And many times they attribute happiness to that achievement of that goal, instead of that goal just being another stepping stone to their development. And understand that, dude, life is long.
It's kind of infinite. It's an infinite game.
It's always, you're going to have to wake up the next day. You're going to have to perform. If you don't exercise, you're going to lose your physique. If you don't continue taking care of your family, if you don't continue elevating, if you don't continue leveling up, what you don't use, you lose. And that's the thing about life, is the people that are unsuccessful think that somehow you achieve one level of success and then you stop.
Yeah.
And then it's, sit under a palm tree and chill.
When I get
it doesn't work that way.
When I get to my first million, I change my life, which I always say, if you would change your life when you reach a certain number, you should change your life already now, because it means that you're not going to be happy that day. That's not going to change anything.
Yes. Right? And because it's a mindset play, bro.
Yeah.
It's a mindset play. And if you can adapt your mindset to understand one very basic principle, which is every single day, if you were to evaluate your life, like building a house, every single day you get to lay one brick. How are you going to lay that brick? Are you going to lay it with precision, accuracy, love, care? It's your house.
Yeah.
Like, why? You're not going to build it like shit. Like, why would you build it like shit? It's where you're going to live. It's where you're going to reside. So every day I get to set up a block, and not every day I do it right. Not every day I do it well. But if you go with the intention of being like, hey, I'm responsible for my life. I'm responsible for my actions, the good stuff, the bad stuff. I get to establish and set this brick for today, and understand tomorrow I'm going to have to set the brick again. The brick that I set up yesterday, right, in my life to continue building, doesn't matter. What I do today counts. And I made a post saying that money is a lagging indicator of success.
Yeah, I saw that.
And money is a lagging indicator of your efforts. So the money that you get today isn't because you did something today. We're here today, not because of what we did today, but because of what we did over the last couple of years that led up to this moment. And the moment you stop doing those things, then the future gets corrupted.
You don't see it directly. That's the thing. And in the beginning, when you get successful, the first time, you can become complacent.
Yes.
Right? We talked about that with Luca on the podcast, actually. And we probably all made this mistake, or I don't know for you, but like most of us. And then you're just there like, oh, if I just do nothing, it continues to freaking rain, right?
Yeah, it happens to me, bro. It happens
until it doesn't,
yeah.
And then you get completely fucked. And then, yeah, anyway. So that's a super interesting one, actually. I think even Jeff Bezos talks about that. We're building, what we're doing today, he says in business is going to happen in 3 years. So it's kind of like an extreme version of that.
And it's also, it doesn't just apply to business and to life. If I'm the captain of a ship and I know the destination where I'm going, 99% of the time, I won't see the port of destination. I won't see it. I have to understand that if I just travel and I do what I'm supposed to do, eventually I'm going to get there. The captain doesn't say, well, just because I can't see the port of destination, I'm not going to leave. I'm just going to stay here and wait. No, no, no. With vision, right, and understanding and belief and knowing where you want to go, you set the trail, you set the path, and you work towards it every single day.